Hello, it is wonderful to be with you again. My name is Nick.
And I'm Joe.
And we are in the midst of going over again the framework for our plan for family discipleship. Last week we talked about what it looked like to take intentional time with your family, with your kids, and be purposeful in that. And today we're going to be looking at taking moments of time, things that kind of pop up sporadically, and when some of those good times are most likely to be, and how to kind of capture those and use those to their fullest.
Mm-hmm. That's right. And so, for an example, one moment that I often remember and look back to were those car rides. Either going to school, coming home from school, my dad picking up my friends. Those intentional moments where you have specific time that it's easy just to let pass by, that you as a parent get to capture and either debrief the day, prep them when they're going to school, pray for them quickly. It's just a great opportunity that you get to have some specific intentional time with your child.
And something else that's awesome about that is, as parents, often you're going to be picking up multiple kids,
right,
and maybe do some brainstorming ahead of time, and maybe we're blending intentional moments, or being intentional in moments together.
That's right.
But brainstorming a little bit with your kid and helping set them up for success, and maybe helping them be brave and using God talk with their friends and talking about God's character, and something that comes up. And as we're aware of stuff going on in the news in our community, using those different topics that come up to talk about God's character. And yeah, when things get maybe scary because there's wars going on in other countries or revolutions, just stuff going on in our own nation, we can use those times to talk about God's sovereignty and how as Christians we don't have anything to fear because we trust who God is and in His characteristics. And fleshing that out with your student, with your kid, a little bit more, and helping them see how we can trust God. And another moment we can capture is a lot of you out there might be making lunches for your kids or helping them pack their lunches, or if not, you can also sneak notes into their book bags or even in their books. You know, a test is coming up. Write out a verse that focuses on one of God's attributes in there, and put it in their lunchbox, put it in their school book. Capture some moments with bees that are all around your feet and hands as you're doing a video, and your face. Either way is fine.
That's right. And one other way that we can see God's attributes is fall is coming up. So all around us we're going to see all the leaves changing, the temperature changing. We get to see God's beautiful creation all around us, and so that's a great moment as you guys are maybe walking or just driving. Seeing all the nature that God created around us is one awesome way to remind your student of God's magnificence and how much He has thought about and how intentional He was with creation. And so as you move into and continue in your new routines, in your rhythms, we challenge and encourage you as parents to think about those moments. Take hold of those things and don't let those moments pass you by, because I know that it was super valuable for me, and Nick can say the same thing. And so we're excited to hear about your stories, those moments that you have with your family. And if you have any great ideas, shoot them back to us. We'd love to hear them. But
one last thing. We talked about this, I think it was over a year ago or so. Mindy did an interview with Brandy, and there were some great ideas there. We're going to link that video below, and we recommend watching that for a couple of minutes as well. It was spectacular and very valuable.
That's right. So until next week, we'll see you guys.
See ya.